what's up, Dynasty, with a very quick video because hot off the wire yesterday afternoon, turns out that we got a small update in regards to the Mortal Kombat live-action movie sequel being dubbed Mortal Kombat 2. Now, you guys do know about a week ago, we found out a few leaked characters from what appears to be a casting call, description, some synopsis, what they're expecting from the people potentially playing those characters. If you missed that video, I have a link on the screen right now through a card. Well, days after that, finding out what they're going to be shooting this summer, we found out the shooter of the movie. According to Geek Vibes Nation, they broke this yesterday afternoon. Says cinematographer Stephen F. Winden, who worked on The Gray Man and Fast 10, has been added to the crew for Mortal Kombat 2. Nothing more and nothing less. And I think it's safe to say, from here on out, making our way into the summer, especially because we're just a few months away from them shooting in Australia, we'll probably be getting a bunch of news and information about Mortal Kombat 2 very soon. Now, sadly, it seems like Todd Gardner is playing coy and keeping his mouth closed because he did not confirm when asked if indeed this was the case. It sucks because this is like the only source I could find, Geek Vibes Nation, and though they're verified on Twitter, that does not mean they are 110% accurate, but from what I've seen, their track record seems to be pretty damn legit, so I think it's safe to say this is going to be the shooter for, you guessed it, MK2. Now, for me, I thought the first Mortal Kombat movie had some of the greatest shots I've seen in film. That shot of Ludi Lin as Liu Kang with the sun, dude, that is for me the peak of that movie. Like, when I think of MK1, I just think of Ludi Lin walking in the desert and the sun in the background. The transition, it was just beautiful. Like, that was the scale I was hoping for the entire movie. It sucks because I needed more of that. You know what I mean? And I always felt like it kind of felt like a B movie. Especially when you start seeing like the CGI castles and stuff. Like, ugh. Don't even get me started on the fight scenes. Like, the fight scenes too. If I have one thing I'm looking forward to for MK2, it's hopefully the fight scenes have a better flow. And honestly, it's not even up to the cinematographer because even, you know, Louis Tan, who played Cole Young, mentioned how his favorite fight scene was cut from the film. And even in the Blu-ray version of the MK1 movie, it's only like 12 or 13 minutes of extra scenes. They're not like extended versions of the fight scenes. I feel like every fight scene outside of the ending, the Scorpion versus Sub-Zero in the Octagon, could have just been presented better because it probably lasted maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops combined every other fight, which I guess is cool, but you know, compared to the likes of an Ip Man movie or a Jet Li movie, like Bruce Lee movie, like I was hoping for some crazy 5-minute fights. I wanted to see a one-take fight that just lasted like 5 minutes, and we never got that. Instead, we got Cabal and Liu Kang spread across like 3 different scenes. We got Reiko and Jax for a minute. We got, thankfully, a good scuffle between Kano and Sonya. I think Melina gets killed within like a minute and a half of fighting Cole Young. Cole Young defeats Goro in like a minute and 45 seconds. This is Mortal Kombat. I know we all have superhuman arcana strength, but can we please have some flow with the fights when it comes to cinematography? And again, this isn't even like on the shooter. This is on post. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we get some beautiful shots and beautiful fight scenes, and they're not just ruined for the sake of, oh, this movie can only be an hour and a half long because that's the attention span of people in theaters these days. Like, dude, I'm still waiting for that director's cut version of MK1. I'm so upset that we got, I think it's like 15 minutes of extra scenes in the Blu-ray Deluxe, and they're not even extended fight scenes at all. And this is, again, coming from the director that mentioned this is going to have the best fights that have ever been on film. And maybe so. Maybe they were shot and they were amazing in, you know, initially in raw form, but what we got was okay, to say the least. It was okay. It felt like a 2021 movie. It could have been better, honestly, I'd say. It felt like a straight-to-DVD movie. When it comes to the fight scenes, I stand by that. The only epic scene that lasted was, honestly, the ending. I needed more of that. We all needed more of that. So I'm hoping that we get more beautiful sunset, Ludi Lin in the desert shots. But I'm also hoping We get some fight scenes, some fight choreography that is actually flowing nice and smooth and doesn't feel like a Kevin Dunn produced WWE Monday Night Raw where every time a punch is thrown, it's zoomed in and cut to another angle and just doesn't seem natural. I just want the movie to seem natural. I want it to seem legit. If you're gonna have me here sitting down watching Cole Young and watching the Shaolin monks play second fiddle, can we at least just like make me believe it? We killed a Shokin in 2 minutes. I digress, but yes, Stephen F. Winden, who worked on The Gray Man and Fast 10, which are giant blockbuster films, will apparently be shooting MK2, which has me stoked. I'm excited to see the rest of the news dropping between now and the summer. I know for you guys, you're like me and you want this movie to be a success. I know I gave the movie like a 7 out of 10. I think that was pretty fair. My expectations were so low. I enjoy it for what it is, but going back and I watched every scene before I recorded this worthwhile and so much good, but at the same time, it was like, oh, they were right there. And it's like they just imposed, might have missed the mark. So I'm hoping that the second movie is even better than the first because obviously they've learned. They're going to take the feedback and it'll be hopefully not Annihilation 2.0. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. What do you think of this news? Are you excited for the second Mortal Kombat film? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm your host, Boon. Please take care, stay safe. I love you. See you in the next video. Peace.